Hi guys. All right, so someone reached out to me and asked about how they can begin to build trust with their clients. So I thought to share this video to explain from my own experience how I build trust with my own clients. So one of the things I always do, because I understand the fact that clients have to trust you to stick to you or stick with you. Trust me, there are 1,001 realtors or agents out there, faster, smarter, but one of the things that keeps the client stick to you is trust. So how do you build trust with clients? So one of the things I do personally is to ask the right questions. I ask them questions, personal questions related to their purchase plans. For instance, if it's a family man, I would like to ask about kids. I'd like to ask if they are in primary or secondary school, and then sometimes some might be curious to find out why I'm asking, and I'll explain that I need to know so I can advise on the best property options because of nearby schools, and all. So once a client sees that you're asking those kind of questions, they would kind of have this emotional attachment to you, and that can automatically lead to trust. So the second thing I try to do is to teach the client. I ensure to teach clients firstly about documents. I talk a lot about documentations and the various kinds or types of documentations. I talk to them about why the property they are going for, is the best option based on the kind of document that the property has. Then thirdly, I always stand with them, even against the sellers. Many sellers know me. When it comes to my clients, I'm always protective of them. So the client sees that I am fighting for them. The client sees that I am negotiating for them. The client sees that, I am with them all the way. If something is faulty, it has to be fixed. I ensure that those kind of conversations happen in their presence with the developer, if the developer is around. Otherwise, it can be over the phone. So once clients see these things about you or with you, they won't be tempted to, call someone else. Because trust me, many clients don't just talk to one agent. Many clients talk to several agents at the same time. So what would make your own game special, apart from the fact that you have lots of options to show them, is if they can trust you. One of the ways to trust you is firstly ask the right questions so that you can guide them right, teach them. So it means as a realtor, you also have to learn and know a lot of stuff. You have to know things concerning house purchase. You have to understand how documentations work. You have to be able to tell if a house has issues in terms of the structure. You have to be able to teach your clients. Then lastly, you must always be for your clients. Buyers are the ones that are bringing out the money. Even those that are going to get money from the seller's agency commission are going to get that money because the buyer paid. The seller is going to make money also because the buyer paid. Then you two are going to make money because the buyer paid. So everybody is collecting money from the buyer at the end of the day. So at least you have to be on the buyer side. You have to always stick to your buyers. You have to always protect your buyers. Yeah. So that said, I believe I've been able to explain to you how you can gain some level of trust with your clients. Thank you. Lawrence here once again.